Isabel, thank you so much for your time.
Hello, thank you.
Amy, I did kind of want to start. I'm very curious because I'm a filmmaker as well. So you wrote this, you directed this. Are there kind of moments where it's always a tag team where they work together, or does the mindset kind of change when you're answering things from a writing perspective and a director perspective,
Yeah.
or do they overall work together?
I feel like they work together, but I do feel like it's two very different jobs. Obviously when you're writing the script, you're just the writer. And I'm thinking about directing stuff, but not as much. You just want to get the story right, want to get the structure right, the characters right. And then when you're into, director mode, it's very different. I get to, I personally love directing more because I love working with actors and I love the visual, storytelling moments. And I'm a big people person, so I love spending time with people. Whereas when you're writing a script, you're just like by yourself, and
Yeah.
very lonely. I'm sure you, know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. Well, this movie is fantastic, by the way. Congratulations. This movie is so
Thank
good.
you. Thank you.
Shirley, good to see you.
Good to see you.
And I'm a big Dìdi fan over here, right? Like you know this. I did kind of want to ask though, because it's all storytelling at the end of the day. But I'm looking at something like Slanted. I'm looking at those projects. How separate are they for you, like mindset preparation wise? Like, do you bring things from past projects to something like Slanted, or are they completely separate once you wrap them?
I think the thing that I always keep consistent with me as a performer is like I love feeling like family. Like sets always feel like community to me, and I think that is where I feel most at home. And something that's always consistent with me is like I love like bonding things. Like I remember on the last day of set, me and Kristen, who plays young Joan, we would like cut up paper people and hang them up in the makeup trailer. Like that's just who I am, and so I bring that spirit to every set that I'm on. And just it's life. It's life, and we get to make art, so why not have fun doing it? You know.
Absolutely. So, Amy, you had an incredible actor, like an amazing cast for this movie. Like so good. Like everyone was so good in this. And I'm wondering what it was like for your perspective, like directing, like you see like the script and you're talking to everyone and then you all get there and you film it and you see it all come to life. You see all these performances. What was that like for you specifically, Amy?
I mean, it was very visceral and strange, especially because the movie is, so much about my life and growing up and, my family life. And I mean, like, I'll never forget, this is my first feature film ever. And I've done short films before, but it's just a different scale when you're doing feature. And the first day rocking up on set and seeing all the trucks and, just everybody there to bring, these random words I wrote down on a piece of paper to life. I hope I never get over that feeling because it's such a grateful, such a just a incredible feeling to know that you get to I mean bring this to life. Yeah,
No,
I'll never forget it.
absolutely. For sure. And then, Shirley, last question before we wrap up. I'm curious because the audience interests me because there's so many different ways we watch things, and there's movies that do festival runs, then they do theatrical releases, and they're streaming. As a storyteller actor, like, do you ever think about the audience while you're in production for something, or is that really something that kind of happens afterwards, so to speak? Because it's fascinating to think about so many different ways we watch things and when we watch them, so to speak.
Yeah. No. The
Yeah.
answer. Not my job. It's just not my job. If my only job is to think about what my character is thinking and feeling, and it's unrealistic to imagine what the scale of other people will like think about me. That's just not in my brain. So I try to focus on the task at hand, and that's how I keep myself sane.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I can't wait for people to see this in theaters, Slanted. Thank you so much for your time. It was so great chatting with both of you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.